The Lord said domestic terrorism, home base.
Let me close with a final request. I say it not as your president or commander-in-chief. I say it as a man who spent 50 years of his life serving his country in a different way. Remember your oath. My son, Major Bo Biden, used to call it home base. West. I say it not as your president or commander-in-chief. I say it as a man who spent 50 years of his life serving his country in a different way. Remember your oath. My son, Major Bo Biden, used to call it home base.
The Lord said domestic terrorism, home base.
That's a set of principles of values that give you light in darkness, that guide you. It's true to the military. It's the best weapons, the best training in the world. We have the most cutting-edge ships, planes, and subs. We have the smartest, most well-trained force on earth. That's all critical. But that alone is not what makes us strong. This is not what brought Washington, this band of brothers together all those years ago. It's our values. I mean this sincerely. It's our values, American values, our commitment to honor, to integrity, to unity, to protecting and defending not a person or a party or a place, but an idea. Literally unlike, as student official, I can say, unlike any other in human history. And that idea is the United States of America is unique in the world. Virtually every other nation in the world is based on geography, ethnicity, or religion, or some defining feature. We're the only nation in the world, only nation in history built on an idea that we're all created equal. We know the words by heart. We're endowed by our Creator with certain inalienable rights. Among them, life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness. That's the idea that generations of service members have fought for. An idea you have sworn an oath to defend. As a nation, we've never fully lived up to that idea, but we've never, ever, ever walked away from it. Our country is counting on you to ensure that that will always be true. As I said when I began, 1% of you defend 99% of the people across this nation. That's why you all deserve a special place in our hearts and in God's heart.
I happened to watch this video. It just popped up. I clicked on it. As soon as he said home base, the Lord brought me back to this word. And when he gave me this word, it was one of those words where it was just like he said home base. And it's like, what? And when he does that, this is an example. It means so much more than him just saying home base. And when the Lord was saying this word to me, he was also talking about domestic terrorism and homegrown and home base. So I don't know if this was a activation, a signaling, a word being sent out, a code word, home base, that's going to activate something. That is just me thinking. I don't know. But he's speaking to the military, and I'm also thinking about that word he gave me where I saw military going against one another and the dream. But in this speech, Joe Biden is connecting the definition to home base being values. And he's speaking to the military, saying to protect values. And this country, he's saying, is not built on God. It's not protecting people, but it's protecting values. And then at the end, he says, 1% of you are protecting the 99. And what came to my mind is God will leave the 99 for the one, right? And what is the one? The one is the people who aren't saved. That's why God will leave the 99 for the one. And Joe Biden is sitting here saying that the 1% is protecting the 99. Then he goes on to say that basically God should hold the 1% that are protecting the 99 in his heart, as if God owes anybody anything. Now, I saw this other video yesterday where Biden was making his last address to the nation, and he kept talking about the Statue of Liberty. Remember, I told you guys that the Statue of Liberty is really a man dressed up as a woman. And these are the values that he is talking about. Look at this.
That's the magic of America. It's all around us. Upstairs in the residence of the White House, I've walked by a painting of the Statue of Liberty I don't know how many times. In the painting, there's several workers climbing on the outstretched arm of the statue that holds the torch. It reminds me every day I pass it of the story and soul of our nation and the power of the American people. There's a story of a veteran. This is a veteran, the son of an immigrant, whose job was to climb that torch and polish the amber panes so rays of light could reach out as far as possible. He was known as the keeper of the flame. He once said of the Statue of Liberty, quote, speaks a silent universal language, one of hope that anyone who seeks and speaks freedom can understand. Yes, we sway back and forth to withstand the fury of the storm, to stand the test of time. A constant struggle, constant and speaks freedom can understand. Yes, we sway back and forth to withstand the fury of the storm, to stand the test of time. A constant struggle, a short distance between peril and possibility. But what I believe is the America of our dreams is always closer than we think.
Now, let me tell you guys, has the Lord not been telling us about the storm and standing the test of time? I tell you, the devil is a mocker, okay? You cannot make it up. When I heard that yesterday, my jaw dropped. Now look at what the Statue of Liberty really means.
So you see, when Satan transforms himself into a female, the man turns into a woman. It's that female that is described as mother.
Yes.
He starts to call himself the mother. And remember, we already showed you that Sol Invictus image of the sun god. In Egypt, he was the sun god Ra, and in Greece, he was Helios. And then in Rome, his name changed to Sol Invictus. And if you look at the Sol Invictus, it's right there. It's the Statue of Liberty. And if you look at that Statue of Liberty, it's a man. That's Sol Invictus, but he's dressed as a woman. You see? So that Statue of Liberty right there is a cross-dressing idol of Satan right there. And people are wondering, well, why are we seeing all of this craziness going on of a man being dressed as a woman?
Is that the Statue of Liberty, Lord? Satanic rituals no more. Brought down for by glory. All will see it, all will know who they belong to.
I see the Statue of Liberty. I'ma say, hey, Tihaya, I will bring her down in 1 hour. Their systems will fail. I'ma say, translucent. I'ma say, I am the key.
I do see the Statue of Liberty. He's saying it's going to fall down too in its time. But he said this over and over before. He said that this is nothing new about the Statue of Liberty. He's been saying that.
The point is not to be ignorant to Satan's devices. Because you guys remember Kamala's speech about how we're supposed to be the bright lights shining in the darkness. They keep talking about darkness and lights. Know what's coming next and what they're telling you subliminally. Waiting for Trump to get in office to cause chaos. Let me know what you guys think about this in the description box. And now that your eyes are awakened more than 4 years ago, you know how to strategically pray. And you can spot the serpent from a mile away coming out of these people's mouths to mock God. Okay, let me know what you think in the description box. If you watch my channel and have not subscribed, please subscribe, hit that like and share button. All right, guys, until next time.